So, I really haven't posted on this channel in quite some time, but I just wanted to make a video that just kind of talks about the importance of locking in this summer. You know, this summer 2025, you know, it's definitely, there's just a lot of change in the air. You know, it's just very heightened energy. It's very just potent energy. And if you're not really in tune with yourself, with God, with your purpose, you're gonna miss out on this opportunity, this time period, to really make some exponential change. And, you know, more than likely, if you are someone that have been working or has been working on, you know, some stuff for some time now, you know, you're hitting your head against some road bumps and whatnot, and you know, you're stressed, you're this, you're that. I've been there, I am there currently. You really have to push through that wall, right? And that wall is just that last little bit of effort. I'm not trying to be some motivational speaker ass nigga right now, but it's more so just, this is a time period right now for the next 3 months that you can really have some exponential growth. And I feel it, I know it intuitively. As someone that is myself fairly, you know, in tune spiritually with myself and with God, I can just feel like this summer is, I just feel like, sorry, I mumbled a little bit. I just feel like this summer is just a time period in which to truly develop and grow and change, and to reach for, you know, what it is that you really want. You know, put away certain bad habits, put away, you know, useless distractions and, you know, people and friends, and really focus on what it is that you want out of life and, you know, for yourself. You know, you got to cut out the drinking, you got to cut out the, you know, the endless unnecessary partying. You know, you got to put yourself in a position that you can really live the life in reality it is that you desire. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you may be stuck on the same path and, you know, the same reality that you've kind of been stuck in for a while. You know, there's been time periods in the past where I've also felt this type of energy too, and I've had some growth, and there's been some other times where I felt it and, you know, I didn't take advantage of it. So I just want, you know, anyone that comes across this message to, you know, really understand that 2025, specifically this summer, is really a time period to lock in. I know a lot of people are going to be partying and drinking and having fun, you know. I mean, I see it, like, everybody's outside right now, I feel like, you know. But it's your responsibility to truly change your life and to get to where, you know, you want to be. You know, you shouldn't be concerned about, you know, where the hoe's at and, you know, this and that. You should be concerned about where you're going to be at, you know, by the end of the summer. And just in general, you know, where do you really see yourself, you know, long term? Who do you really want to be? What would that person be doing? You know, I'm not saying, you know, just be a stiff and just be boring and not having fun, you know, because balance is key for sure. But to really live the lifestyle it is that you want, there definitely has to be periods of intense, strict focus and discipline. And 100% I have not, you know, really truly locked in like that. So maybe I'm full of shit and I'm talking about, you know, something I've never done. However, I do really plan on myself just going 0 dark 30, and just, it's really just work, the gym, you know, stuff I'm working on, you know, trading, whatnot, you know, and just really trying to change my life, you know, because I'm the only person that, you know, really has my back. You know, I don't have anyone to depend on, you know, and even if I did, it's just much better that way, to be able to say, you know, you change your life. You know, you don't want to have to feel like you owe somebody something and this and that. It's great to, you know, be helped out, but you don't want someone to be able to say, you know, you wouldn't have this if it wasn't for me, you know. So to really have your own and to really get to where you want to be, you know, you gotta just really lock in, man. It's just that simple. So yeah, this summer, just lock in, just focus, just grow, develop, and you know, you will be able to see some extreme, you know, exponential growth in your life. This summer's the summer to do it. You know, if you haven't done it in the past, that's fine, but right now, just really lock in. Yeah, that's it. I'm going.